will bail the cat, and it will happen. But I can't answer that, and I don't think any of our distinguished personalities here will be able to answer that question. So what I simply want to say is, it starts with the candle has been lit today, and it's left for those of you on that side to make it work for that. Last question concerning cabin crew association. Will it be open to all cabin crew with licenses, whether they are flying or not?
Yes.
That's so. Once you have a license, you can become a member, whether you belong to an airline or not. Then can internship be incorporated into cabin crew training? As this will help the new cabin crew to be more familiar with airlines and flying jobs, and this can help facilitate getting jobs early. Internship.
I don't think it's applicable. It's not applicable. It's either you are a cabin attendant or a hair.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Elvis, and I'd like to correct an impression, all right, about the person that asked the question concerning if you're a graduate, without being a graduate, can you still get a job in aviation? Yes, it is. It is actually very possible. Yes, I understand the fact that some airlines will want the whole graduate thing, but I think a lot of job needs to be put into that. I have met a lot of people that are actually quite passionate about this job. People that, even when you wake them up from their sleep and then you ask them a question concerning this aviation, they are able to answer it even without thinking twice. And I have seen people with degrees, people with these certificates that we're talking about, and they are not even able to defend themselves. They are not even able to put anything together. So the fact that you're not a university graduate shouldn't stop you from chasing your dream. Another thing I'd like to add is Nigeria, the way it is right now, a lot of people don't even have money to go to university. But there are people that are willing to sponsor you for cabin crew courses. Even when you get the job, you can continue, you can further your education. It doesn't mean that because you've gotten this job, you have to relax. I am one of the fortunate people to get employed without being a graduate. I'm sorry. But on your own end, you have work to do. A lot of us read. We read a lot. We soak our head in books. The internet is there for you to acquire a lot of knowledge, so that even when people with these degrees come out, you can match up to them. And if for any reason, for some reason you get the opportunity to go for an interview, please, you have your own part to play. I have seen a lot of people go for cabin crew interviews and you're wearing slippers. Why? If I was the employer, I would not employ you. You have to look the part. You have to dress in such a way that let it look as if you're already on the job. So that by the time the company looks at you, they will see that, oh wow, this is what you're going to look like in our uniform. And then by the time you're able to back it up with your knowledge, I don't think there is any reason you will not get that job. Thank you.
Sorry, let me quickly respond to him. You see, listen carefully. Nobody is discouraging anybody from chasing your dreams. No. I don't think that is the point of this question. What we are saying is what is the reality on ground in the industry. Now we are looking at policies. Listen, airline policies. We are looking at airline policies. Most of the airlines, their policy is that this is the category of people we want. And so it is the reality on ground we are looking at. Yes, there are a few people like you that were lucky. That does not mean that majority of the people should be encouraged to go along that line. I will tell anybody, listen, there is no reason why if you can have a cabin crew license that you can also go to university and get a degree. Why not? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Henry Chika. I'm one of the finest cabin crew in Jet. Okay, I'd like to re-motivate someone. Here. Some of you who are like me. First of all, I created the largest event staffing community in Africa. I worked as an event planner. I created the ushers in Nigeria. Why am I saying this? Is how bad do you want it? I don't care if someone says you have to be a graduate. I don't care if someone says you have to do this. The thing is, how bad you want that thing. So, no matter what the competition is, if it's that much, you will get it. Thank you very much.
Any other comments? We're about to wrap up.
Sir, please, if airlines in Nigeria need their own regulation, why don't we just scrap the idea of getting in with SSC? Just banish the idea so that everybody gets to know that you have to be a graduate for you to get this. Let's remove the minimum SSC thing.
Hello. It's exciting when we talk and it seems like a jamboree, but there's a reality of ground. I'm an employee and I'm an employer, so I can talk from both sides of the table. In all honesty, if you come to my office and you have a degree, I'll look at you with some level of seriousness. If you come to my office and you're looking so good and you come with your eyes cold, I will have my reservations. In fairness to the industry that says just have SSC and 5 credits, it's quite interesting. But let me shock you, to even become a pilot, you don't even need SSC. That's the truth. All you need to do is be 17 years of age and be able to read and understand English. That's it. But tell me, go to any airline today and tell them you're 17 and you understand English. They will look at you and tell you you are not serious. Let's not look at it. It's not a fantasy world. This is reality. Most of the airlines, I know Bellevue actually started this tradition of you have to have degree, and I can tell you, give it to Odukoya, he was able to groom some of the best in the industry because knowledge breeds confidence. ADC started after Bellevue. Anyways, both of you are the pioneers. Then Virgin Nigeria now actually gave a stamp on it that no degree, no job. I can tell you for free, I'm in the galley. We see a lot of things that happens in the galley. Even for the degree holders, I can tell you for free. I know there's a guy, he had masters, he was a medical doctor, he was part of us as a cabin crew. You see, the aura that guys brings when he's in the cabin, you know that, man, it is good to be educated to do this job. And I tell you for free, like everybody has been preaching here, that you see, the association should actually be the bedrock of a little change in the industry. When I was the NAPE vice president, there are some regulations that we were able to influence in NCAA. Because for every regulation, there is always a workshop whereby you come and you say, this is what we want in this regulation, this is what we want in that regulation. And you cannot go as an individual, you have to go as an association. That is why it is important for every cabin crew in this hall to join the association. They are not saying you should go and do a luta. There are a lot of negotiations that I've done, even with Kabatin and everything, that we've done that we didn't even actually have to strike at it. It's all about you saying yours and I say mine, and then we come into a compromise. So for you saying that the NCA should just take it out. No, it is the people working in that department that will go to NCA, sit in their workshop and say, these are the regulations that we want the authority to help us with. Look at it today. The number of cabin crew that is being produced on a monthly basis is alarming. Yes, you can shout yes as much as you can, but what are you people doing to it? That's why you have to come together as an association and speak out. Because it's very, very, very disheartening when January you have 30 cabin crew that is jobless. By February, another 30 is joining you. It also becomes real. But when you guys have an association and you said, okay, fine, all ATOs, maybe it's going to be a quarterly or a... Exactly, or the airlines will actually be the one to send you people to the ATO. So you are assured that before going to the ATO, I'm already employed. So, like I always say, your destiny lies in your hand. If you are not a graduate, it is not impossible to be a graduate. I have a classmate when we were in flying school that was 40 years of age. And today is an airline captain. And I have a classmate that he was quite younger than us while we were in flying school. He's still an FO. So it's not about the age. If you believe that you are 30 years old and you don't have a degree, go pursue your degree. It gives you an edge when you want to do interview. Because you see, as employers, what we do is we don't know you from anywhere. It is what you bring that we use in judging you. And it is all about one person having an edge above the other. You all might be qualified, but it's that little edge that we use in determining to give you a job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that wraps it up. Okay, hold on.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to add something concerning this edge of the thing. And sorry, we can't actually scrap this SSC qualification because there are some airlines that are willing to pay those SSC holders. Okay, let's say for instance, an airline is they just want to pay 80,000 naira or 100,000 naira to some cabin crew because they're SSC holders, and then they don't have the ability to pay up to 200 or 300 for those that are degree holders. That's why the regulation still holds that SSC can still be in demand. Then edge is also another thing. SSC degree holder, and truth be told, these days, if you don't have your NYC certification, you can't get the job. You can get the license as a degree holder. The job, most times, NYSC holder. So, it's just a competitive market. It's just the competition. So, that's this edge and edge and edge. What do you have? Then another thing again, CV. Please build your CV. Some people write CV, like as I am, actually have a cabin crew CV and I have a normal organization CV. So there are things that you have to actually add to your CV as a cabin crew that they will look at it and be like, okay, this, and that. And then you have your normal organization CV. So how are you drafting it? Okay, just like I was talking to my HR. So he saw my old CV and he was like, okay, this particular type is actually phasing out. You have to update this. So there's a pattern to that. In fact, a lot of things are really going up and down. I'm looking for a way to explain it. Okay, these days some companies whereby you have like 1,000 applicants for some jobs. These days they don't even go manually again. They just process it through like an app or software. And then whereby your CV is not reading some main key points for that job, it will pass it out, and then that's actually a disadvantage and an advantage actually. Because there are some people that, like you say, passion, but at the end, your CV is not speaking for you. You can only show that passion at the interview when you're there with panels. So if you have like an airline whereby you have to go through 3 stages of interviews, you have to prove yourself before you get to the last one. Yeah. Okay, another thing about synergy, please, my colleagues, I really don't know any one of them here. Like my new friend was telling me, she said back in the days, if you want to fly as a crew, you can actually smuggle your crew in and fly with them. But these days, you will beg and beg and beg, and it's crazy. No, some airlines don't allow it. Yeah, so the synergy. So I think if I should come to the foot of the aircraft and see maybe you or you, and then I can. So please, let's board. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome.
I'd just like to cap up what everybody has said. Knowledge is power, information is information. Hello. Please, I run a mentorship academy, and what I do there is basically to groom you. You can never go wrong with having the right information. And whatever you think you desire, you should be ready to give up something for it. Some of us are not ready to give our time, our effort, our money. We use makeup, we fix our hair, we fix lashes. At some point, we should be able to give that up to get access to the right information that will take you from where you are to the next level. So the reality is that your dreams are valid and they can come true, but you should be ready to put in the effort. And it starts by you taking that step to seek for information and knowledge. I tell so many people, they tell me that, oh my God, I'm already licensed. They told me that once I'm licensed, the job will just fall on my laps. That is not true at all. The last mentorship class I had, one of the students brought her license. Her license number was 8,000 something. So all the airlines in Nigeria put together, I don't think we have up to 600 cabin crew in Nigeria. All the airlines put together. So what that means is that you are competing against about 7,000 plus people out there who are looking for the same thing you are looking for. So you can see that it's very, very competitive. So let nobody lie to you that once you are trained and licensed, the job will just fall. It doesn't fall like that. So you should be ready to put in the effort. 2, once you have an opportunity for an interview, give it your best shot. Don't always go with that mentality, that mindset that I have to know somebody. If all of us are here today have to know somebody before we got a job, then most of us would have gotten a job. So don't always have that mindset that, oh, if I don't know somebody. Yes, knowing somebody can help. That's what we talk about, networking, who you know. Most people today got their jobs through somebody. Like today we had a session, interact, meet with people, like this cabin cruise. Make friends with them. When they hear information, they will tell you. Some people just get their jobs through information. The truth is, most airlines don't put it out there. There are some that even put it out there and their website will crash. It will crash. Because there are so many people that will send me their application. The website will crash. So some of them don't because they already have a lot in their database. So that is why you need to go close to those that work in the industry. Sometimes you won't have the information. Even people that work in these airlines sometimes don't even know that they are recruiting. And they are working in that airline. It just comes like this. We need somebody. And what will I do? I just said, Tolu, I need a cabin crew. You know anybody you can recommend. And that's it. I won't have time to go and put this on the website because it depends on the need. There are times that airline needs crew members and they have enough time. Maybe they are expecting aircraft in the next 3 months. They can decide that, okay, let's take fresh crew. We'll train them. Passing through the ab initio training up to the licensing stage will take up to 2 months plus. So they have time in their hands. But there are times that an aircraft is coming in the next 2 weeks and we need crew. They're not going to start taking in ab initios. They're going to go for those that are already licensed, preferably even current licenses. So that's why you see that, like I always tell people that it's better for you to be trained so that you don't lose that. Sometimes some airlines will tell you they need experienced cabin crew. When they say they need, licensed cabin crew, you see that you always fall in. You won't miss out. Because if airlines are saying, this airline A is saying, we need cabin crew members with license, you see, because you don't have a license, you won't be able to apply. So that is on that ground that I advise that if you have money, go for the training and then have your license. But however, there are some airlines who prefer to just take fresh people and train them. And it doesn't even matter, even if you are trained, licensed already,
once an airline employs you, they will still take you through their own training all over again, according to their own culture. So those are things that you need to know. So I keep telling you, when you go for interview, give it your best shot. Don't go there with the mindset that I need to know somebody, I need to know somebody. It's just like we have the 5 people on this panel. When you go for interview, you always meet a panel of interviewers. So imagine you have the 5 of them, and you go and perform. It's a case of, do you watch these reality programs? What do you call it? 4 yeses and 2 no's. So you go for interview, and then you have 4 yeses and 1 no. Don't you think you have made it? So imagine you now go and you now have 5 no's. You have 5 no's. And then you are not calling somebody, it's because I didn't know somebody. Do your part. I happen to be very close to most of the airline CSMs. Sometimes they'll conduct interview and tell me that, Mama, there's this lady, I didn't know her from Adam, but she did so well. Everybody in that panel said, you got the job. So you need to put in your effort, do your best. Like he said, grooming. I keep emphasizing on that. Even when you're packaging your CV, your photo, if it's not looking nice, they'll fling it. There are so many people that submit CV, they don't have time. That's why I always tell you, package your CV well. It starts with your CV, your photo. Be intentional about it. Some of you will just take any photo and dump it there. They'll fling it away. You see people having 5 pages of CV, who has time to read that? They'll fling it away. They tell you do a 10 seconds video. You are doing 1 hour. Or you are doing 2 minutes, 30 seconds. That will just edge you out. So there are so many people that apply for what you are applying for. So they now put in place so many things to just weed out people. Okay? So you don't give up. I met a cabin crew the other day. She's flying for a private jet. She said she applied for 50 times to the same airline. The 51st time was when she got it. So don't give up. Keep trying. Keep trying. I keep telling you guys, when I started this cabin crew fair, an aviation career conference, the first year I almost exhausted a ream of letterhead. I was dropping letter everywhere. I'm sure the moment I step out of some offices, they'll just dump it in their basket, trash bin. But I continued. But today, I'm having people supporting me. If I had given up that first year, we won't be here today. So don't give up on your dreams. Keep pushing. Put in the effort. Be determined. Tell yourself, this is what I want, and I will get it. At some point, even the universe will come together for your sake. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you to my speakers.
Fastest finger, MTN. Finally. On your marks. Okay, they're bringing out their phones. MTN in the house. People in the house. Let me see your hands up. Ahead. Now then plenty pass. Yellow. Ready? On your marks. Get set. 0161 3040 9550 99616. Where is our winner? Please stand up, let's see you. Okay, congratulations. They say every good thing comes to an end. And at this juncture, I'd like to especially thank these wonderful gentlemen. Some of them are classics, some of them are new generation. But thank you for staying the whole time and being here and for sharing your wealth of knowledge with us. I want to thank all the airlines that have sent their staff, their cabin crew to be part and parcel of this program. I want to thank Nigel and the King and Queen who have graced this occasion. I also want to thank all our aspiring cabin crew. It's my prayer that it will happen for you as you desire, in Jesus' name. I also want to tell you, they say preparation, or is it planning meets preparation? Be prepared. Don't start running around when you get there. Make sure that you are prepared for your opportunity. Opportunities don't tell you when they're going to come. So be prepared for that opportunity. Planning meets preparation. Make sure you're ready for that opportunity. That's my last word for you. And so with that, we want to call it a day. Thank you all for being here. We can continue the networking and everything. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye. Thank you.
Guys, it was an interesting, exciting, interactive moment on this Cabin Crew Fair 2022. It was an amazing moment. Every year it keeps improving, and this year, no doubt, was better than the previous. Thank you so much to all our sponsors who have supported this initiative. Many thanks to my colleagues in the industry, cabin crew from different airlines, and the relevant training schools who were present in this year's edition. See you again next year. Bye.